right, Ghost, come.
Dream just did his face reveal like right now live.
Did you say half Filipinos?
What the fuck?
Peter not found.
Peter not found. Table read.
Table read.
Betwixt the ruby seas, deep in the eye of the storm, a bastion of beef and hope lies nestled in the sand. 4 men, almost lost to the deep, now find tranquility within its walls. And now they're inviting you in for a tale unlike anything you've ever heard before.
Boys, the time is finally upon us.
We're
BEEFTOBER
here.
2023. We're here. And what better way to start off the scariest time of year with the guy with the scariest YouTube name, Ghost Gum.
He's a ghost!
Very spooky.
Before we get too into this, we're not even on screen yet. So this is a yearly BEEFTOBER tradition. It's the 3rd year we've done this. We have to we reveal ourselves one at a time, and we get to see our cool costumes. But Ghost, as our guest, I feel like you should start, and then you call out whose costume you want to see.
Okay, so I'll fuck it. I'll start. So this is
Move that bus!
It's pretty shite. That's me.
Move my
fucking...
bus!
Yo!
Holy shit, Schoolboy Q!
He's Hunter S. Thompson.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Wait, I got a little. It's a pencil.
Let's go.
Let's
All right.
go.
You're missing the Far Cry villain glasses.
Yeah, well, you know,
You
I
look
told
like you
the
got the
blackface
meanest
thing,
goon
you
cave.
know. Yeah,
on
Goon
Earth.
Cave is just over there, so I'll show you guys later.
Yeah.
You look like that shit's lit.
Filthy. It's disgusting. Okay, so I'm gonna go in order. So I'm gonna go Andrew Miller next to reveal his costume.
Let's see your pussy.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, pussy. Yes! Yes! That is amazing!
Oh my god!
That
The
is
electrocution
amazing!
on
Fuck.
Pokemon
Oh my
Rose Chew.
God.
Rose
Holy
Chew.
That
The
is-
famous Rose Chew.
That is incredible.
That is.
That is so nervous.
Can I see your pussy? Can I see your
Courtney
pussy?
did so good on the makeup.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
can we see your pussy?
Yeah, can we see your
No,
pussy?
It's blurred at all
Hey,
times.
can we see,
It's an
can we see your
orange.
pussy? Alright, who's up next?
All right, I'm gonna stick with the Miller. So I'm gonna go James Miller next.
Let's go.
Alright, well,
All right.
following up Andrew is a disservice, but here's
Yeah,
me.
Chris should've-
Chris! My long lost love!
Oh my
This,
god, that's
this
amazing.
necklace is so tight.
That's amazing. It looks
But
like a
yeah.
choker.
it has become a choker, whether it was supposed to be or not.
That's
Let's
emo
go.
Chris.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
I'm working on it.
Shut
That's
that
coming
goddamn
so
thing
good.
off.
That is so good.
Fucking-
Do you realize?
Do you
I'll
realize?
cut the
Who
internet
realized?
down.
Who's up
All right,
next?
I'm going
Who's up
Doplex
next, Ghost?
next. Doplex is going
Oh,
next.
shit.
Doplex.
All right.
Doplex,
Doplex.
Doplex.
Open.
Let's go!
Yes!
Oh my god.
I'm zapping to the
This
extreme.
is amazing. I did not get the memo.
Doplex, dance with me.
This is wonderful.
This is fucking beautiful.
The gang's all here.
Looks like you have little titties.
Oh,
too.
that's what's it.
Yeah, I got little titties.
Yeah.
Like my chest is
Yeah, just
nice
looks
and
like
open.
Oh yes.
I love that. What the fuck? That's
Showing
amazing.
Did you handcraft that?
I did have to handcraft it because it's this is a child's costume. And
That's why it looks
I
like
literally-
Child
I had-
Sonichu costume.
Yeah, you have like fucking
yeah, I had
an open chest.
yeah. Yeah, this is this is me. This is all me. I'm all natural.
That's awesome.
All natural.
Baby. All natural.
Beautiful.
All right.
Last but not least.
Last but not
All right.
least.
So, I was originally going to be Liquid Chris, but I couldn't find
Right.
a good brown and yellow striped like rugby jersey. So I went for
Right.
another costume. This is a bit of a, I wouldn't say it's a deep cut. I'm sure anyone who's dabbled in Christery knows the importance of this, but let me turn this on.
Let's go.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What is on your chin?
It's
the
orange
bottom of a
Fanta.
bottle. It's the bottom of a fucking Fanta bottle.
I thought it was like Peter Griffin nut chin. Like,
That is fucking
let's go.
amazing.
So
Oh my
good.
God.
Look like a
Let's
Power
go.
Rangers
That
villain.
was so fucking
Let's go. We didn't plan this at all. I guess we just.
Yeah,
It was
it's
You
just
guys
so-
actually
I guess our
no
parents are
fucking
just in
way.
sync.
Because at first I was like,
No, we didn't plan this at all.
fuck off. I literally don't believe it. You had me for like half
This
a
is
second.
impromptu.
You had me for
I
like
mean-
Would
half a
Chris
second.
Chan lie?
Yeah.
I'm role playing right now. Chris Chan would never tell a lie. You know what's really interesting is kudos is everyone coloring their faces is reminding me of James White's colored water.
Oh my god, I
So-
saw that.
I
Let's
saw
just
that.
jump
It looks
into
like
that.
shit.
So
Dude,
disgusting.
we were
Let's
fucking
just jump
pissing
into that.
ourselves about that at the Airbnb.
Oh my
That shit looks
God.
like
So gross.
Look at that.
Oh.
It's bath water. It looks like shit.
no.
It's
so-
actually
okay.
like not even
That
for the
is
meme.
fire.
Looking at this specific image and like how there seems to be soot on the right hand side that's like making it darker. Like this image is genuinely nasty. Like I know it's probably tea leaves or something, but it's just the perfect shade of fucking disgusting.
Also, the fact he
I think-
reuses diapers, like, it's not a good look.
Wait, what?
Did you not hear about
Oh
that?
yeah, I can.
That's real.
I couldn't
No.
figure out
No.
if there's a photo of him like air drying, like using a blow dryer on a diaper.
Oh,
I couldn't
yeah,
because
yeah.
you can get like cloth reusable diapers if you're
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
hippie
yeah.
who lives in the woods.
Yeah.
But like I couldn't tell
I
if
don't
these
think
were
that's
those or if
James White.
they were. Yeah, I think
actual
they may have been
diapers.
actual diapers.
It's like washing fucking paper cups.
I think James White, just like I think about myself, Chris Chan, I think that they're both much smarter and like in tune with the meme game than they come off as, and they're just really good at playing the lolcow.
Right.
Like James White does some shit, especially recently, where it's like I know this man is conscious that he's mocking himself right now.
I don't know.
Not this one, though.
I don't know, because
But blow drying a diaper, I feel like is ironic on purpose to like drum up.
I think
attention.
to a certain level he is, but like overall, I think he's just that stupid.
Yeah, no, overall 100%. I just think over time he's caught on to what works.
Oh right.
Yeah, well, I think
Oh,
it's kind of.
gotcha.
I think I've described him before. He's like the kid at school who gets bullied, but he finds out if he does like a Fortnite dance, like everyone laughs, but like he
Yeah.
can't quite tell whether they're laughing at him or with him, but he's just
Yeah.
desperate for the attention, so he keeps doing it. That's kind of James White. Like
yeah.
I hit
he's
the
like, well,
orange
everyone hates
justice.
me.
Don't
This
sex
isn't
you
that.
up. Oh.
I think James White has like a very childlike, like kind of like Christian. He has this very childlike idea of
Yeah.
like celebrity and fame. So he knows he was like
Yeah.
famous back on Vine. So he's like, oh, what did I do then? Like, what was big back then? Gangnam Style. I have. What's the other thing he does?
Very swag. I like
yeah,
it.
yeah, like very swag.
I have two words.
I have two words,
all
yeah.
that shit. So he's like,
I have two words was
Bananas
popular like
reward.
25
Yeah,
years
that-
ago. Though. He's a little. I don't even think he.
Well, yeah,
I don't even
That's
think
the
he knows what the two words
1998
are.
WWE shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, because then we talked about this ghost, didn't we? Like he clearly, it's like how Mr. Block, or maybe we talked about it on here, but it's like how Mr. Blocky was like clearly trying to recreate the success of $19 Fortnite card and
Yes.
just could not.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
James White, like you say, like he did a Gangnam Style Vine that probably slapped back in the day
His
and got like a
Gangnam Style
million
sucks.
up vines or whatever the fuck you call them, and now he's just like
Revines.
Cooked him.
it's permanently in his brain like Gangnam Style equals success, so he does
Yeah.
it like
Yeah.
10 times a week, not realizing diminishing returns are a thing.
Well, he had a cameo he did
I-
for someone
yeah.
that like apparently they just asked him to say something and he threw a Gangnam Style in. Like they didn't ask for it. He just threw a Gangnam Style in there.
Well,
and they said like, oh, it was
I-
Can
nice.
you say hi to my brother Adam? Hello, Adam. How are you doing?
Gangnam Style.
I I personally commissioned a cameo from James White recently, and I can confirm that he throws in a lot of personal flair that you don't have.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's good value for money.
Definitely.
No,
That
I
is
liked
true.
it.
True.
Can you imagine if he didn't do Gangnam Style? Then you'd be like, well, what the fuck, man?
Dude, yeah.
What am I
Gangnam
paying
Style.
for?
I think the conscious side of it is to me is how long he's been doing Gangnam Style and how fucking horrid his Gangnam Style still is.
Yeah.
Like that is he's still I feel like he's doing that. Like, you know how you put a typo in a video on purpose? Well, I don't think we do, but like people will do that to garner like comments like, oh,
Yeah,
you spelled
yeah.
poopy wrong. I think he
Yeah.
does Gangnam Style wrong for that reason.
Bro, you've had 10 years.
So the Gangnam Style gatekeepers come out in force.
It's sort of like the Sonichu comics though, because like Chris Chan's been drawing Sonichu for like 20 years, and it's still god awful. Like they have not improved their art talents at all. So, but like they still have this kind of ego about like, no, this is brilliant. This is like a genuine work of art. So it might just be James White's
I'm
like,
an artist.
man, I'm fucking great at this shit. I don't need to get any better.
Yeah, well, I'm getting so many good reactions, so I must be good at it. Even though
Yeah,
it's-
literally. Going back to the fucking feces water, I think what makes this tweet even funnier, like, this actually gives context to why his water looks like feces, because the previous tweet was just him being like, oh, I'm bathing my son as a reward, and it just showed this tub
Showed the
Yes.
water,
full of sewage, and even all the comments are like, what the fuck?
shit water.
Well, my favorite thing about his
Yeah,
son,
so he says-
yeah, it was like, oh,
Yeah.
just post a picture of him, and he always, no matter what angle it is, his son looks dead. Like he's like lying like half
He does.
like that.
Yeah, he
and
looks like a corpse.
His son is constantly hitting the Family Guy death pose, and no
Yeah.
matter what the
Literally.
picture is, he's just like,
Yeah.
I didn't. I guess I've never seen like growing up in the West. I guess you like never see a baby sleeping outside of like a protective
crib.
thing. So like
Yeah.
swathed and in a crib or in one of those like super duper safety like swinger machines or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But like his baby's just on a couch with a lip that like wants you to go down off it. Just
Imagine if that baby.
you just don't see babies like that normally. It's like it's the funniest thing every time I
Well, I
see
mean, if
it.
the child dies,
Yeah, you
Yeah.
never
fate.
see the baby in motion. Yeah, you never see the baby in motion, which leads me to believe that baby has been dead for a while.
Yeah, honestly,
Keeping
it could.
it
Babies
around.
don't crawl for. I think it's still pretty new.
It's like the Snow
It's
White
still got
lady.
that
It's
fresh
pretty
baby
fresh
smell.
still.
It's the Snow White
Yeah.
lady where her baby died and she dressed it up as Snow White. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Alive. That's James White's son.
Yeah,
Can't imagine it.
that's
Imagine
Peter
if. Can
Griffin
you imagine the
White.
James White tweet when he announces his son's dead? What that's going to be?
It is fate.
Son
I
died.
could not control
My
it.
son
It
died
was
in
fate.
his
silver
fate.
lining, I am finally getting a
It is-
divorce.
It is fate.
Play with
Fucking-
3, very swag. I like
I'll get
Yeah,
the
they-
next son as reward.
Death, I
I will buy
have 2 words
PS5
for
as
you.
reward.
Yeah, I'm no longer father. I can play Witcher 3 PS5.
doing Gangnam Style
won't
with my
as
baby's
reward.
ashes.
He won't even like reference the baby dying. He'll like announce that the baby's dead and with a sad face as his picture, and then like 10
Oh,
minutes
yeah.
later he'll be like, "Just beat Witcher 3."
Yeah. James your child is dead.
Bro,
Very
Spo-
swag.
he put a spoiler up for Witcher 3 on main without any spoiler warning.
Oh,
That
he's put
shit
up
kinda-
tons of spoilers.
was
Also,
like, what
he's
the fuck?
he's picking literally every wrong choice in The Witcher 3, which I think is so funny.
But it's the things like that and like the things where he's like for the like he's been doing it for like a month now and everyone always reacts really over the top because whenever he wants to drink his wife's milk or whatever,
Ugh.
like I feel that's something where he adapted. Like he learned
Yeah.
milk equal attention. I will keep milking.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's true.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause
like,
everyone's like,
he-
James, what the
Drinking my
fuck?
wife's piss.
I don't believe
Yeah.
he's drinking breast milk every time there's leftovers. I don't believe
Yeah.
it.
Oh, describing
I
him as
don't believe
leftovers
it.
is the worst.
Yeah, that's fucked. That's
Come here, honey, get your leftovers. It's just like
I'd put 'em-
day-old
Put him in
breast
the
milk.
microwave.
Yeah. Oh,
Put it in the microwave, boil it on the
A
stove.
little clumpy.
Yeah.
Apparently breast
Macaroni
milk
and
is really
cheese as
sour.
reward.
Yeah, you would know,
so.
bitch.
Which is weird because you'd think like the tastiest thing for us as adults is some big fat fucking juicy cow's milk, like
Right.
the extra creamy stuff. So you're like,
I'm gonna be honest.
But-
I thought you were gonna say big fat juicy titties. Not
That's what
big
I
fat,
thought,
juicy
yeah.
well,
cow's
I mean
milk.
that too, but like you kind of assume like, oh, they're so bulbous and beautiful. Surely they
Right.
must be full of
I
delicious
want
creamy
to
milk.
drink the contents.
But then apparently it's fucking tastes like a fucking Sprite.
Warheads.
Come.
Yeah.
It tastes like a pilk
Sprite
or whatever.
remix. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Zero.
Sprite.
Yeah.
It's Sprite mixed with
Lactate
milk.
Sprite
It's
remix.
spilk.
Spilk.
Milk.
Yeah,
Maybe
that
his
you're
wife's
treading
drinking-
on dangerous ground with that one.
maybe his wife's
What's
drinking
wrong, baby?
pineapple
Barely
juice or
touched your
something.
Yeah. To make her breast
Yeah,
Yeah,
milk taste
honestly,
good.
maybe.
Speaking of big fat juicy milky titties, peep what I got up now.
I was laughing at that.
Kudos, you want to take the lead on this? You sent this, man.
Yeah, so
give
this
a-
is
give
one of those things.
A description for audio listeners as well.
This is one of those things I found at like 10 at night that just like made me mad while I was sitting in bed, just like, wow. So, okay, this guy
The lid
posted
blew
this
off your
meme.
Fanta.
It's not even a yeah.
You're so mad.
So sad.
Just my
Emily's like,
walls are
"Babe,
covered in it.
you're leaking.
His goon
Stop looking
cave.
at Twitter. You're leaking.
So it's a very boomer-esque meme, boomer-esque Thompson meme. It's fucking a dude's wife mid fucking birth, like just like absolutely squirting and shooting, and this dude's like POV eating a pizza, half
As a
jalapenos,
reward.
half pepperoni, which is like Kino
Did you say half
fucking.
Filipinos?
What the fuck?
Finally,
Jalapeno.
Filipino pizza. Let's
Jalapeno.
go.
I heard half
Context clue of
Filipinos.
the giant jalapeno in the foreframe, in the foreground, would probably help.
Yeah, this little Filipino man on the
So,
pizza.
Anyway, this guy tweeted this, and he says, so he's like mid bite with his wife in the background giving birth to their beautiful baby.
Real quick.
And
Can you
they
read
tweeted
his
saying-
name? Can you say what his name is? His @ is?
His ad is Adrian Arsman.
That is
On
his
top
name.
of that, they also had the caption, "God, this takes a long time. Had to order a pizza." Now, I also just noticed this guy's description on the top right corner is just for laughs, memes, and satire, which lends credence to this thing. I'm 99% sure I've seen this exact
This
tweet
is not
before.
his. Whoever.
No,
this
this
is-
is definitely not.
this
I've
is
seen this
stolen.
picture before. Yeah,
But
100%.
yeah.
This is really dumb and not funny, but also it's nothing.
yeah.
But then everyone was like,
Dude, people were treating this like he like pushed his pregnant wife downstairs. They were like,
Yeah.
how dare he order
Yeah.
pizza during a birth? And look, I get it, it's like maybe a bit tasteless to do this to your wife, but like here's the thing, you don't know their relationship. I can guarantee you
true.
right
Yeah.
now I would
Yeah.
do something like this.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe she
because
was probably like, "Hey, can you order a pizza?" But like, I think the funny part about this image is the fact that it's a POV shot from him on the pizza with the fucking hospital bed in the background, with the wife like in
Mid-
in
Yeah,
She's
She's
like hitting the
pain.
Kamehameha. She's like,
her back is like arching out of
yeah.
pain.
But this is where I can
getting
checkmate the
exercise.
feminists.
So
Yeah,
you're
so
gonna
hit it,
epically
Chris,
own
man.
them?
Hit it, Chris.
She's
it,
not
father.
she's not giving birth yet. Her legs are not in the stirrups. She's just probably having
right.
contractions. She's been chilling in that bed.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
not. There's a nurse standing there, all chill on the computer, and her legs are down. But usually they got you in the fucking horse stirrups to open up the
Yeah.
pussy.
You know what? This
Yeah.
actually.
She's probably she's going through a contraction, and then she's gonna lean over and grab a fucking jalapeno. Now imagine it all goes good. It's probably like epic. You got some pizza left over at the end, and it was like a funny joke. But imagine your kid comes out and it's like head falls off and dies, and you just got like a half-eaten pizza next to you. Like I feel like
Your wife's in tears and you're
Pizza for
like
the
awkwardly like.
yeah, no,
Like, oh, I can't
Like,
just
the
leave
pizza
it.
for the meme with a good birth is funny, but the pizza for the meme with a still
or your
stillborn
Yeah.
wife
child.
dies.
It's
Yeah,
you
that's
go
really
like
brutal.
way too far. You have like a mariachi band in there. You're like you're doing this whole
It's like
thing
that.
for a bit,
Yeah.
and then
It's like the
baby's
child from
just,
The
like,
Witcher, the cursed
dead
child
on
or whatever,
arrival.
the stillborn from The Witcher. Yeah. He's like eating
Yeah, that
pizza.
comes out and he has to chase it down.
Yeah, he has to bury it.
It's like running up the halls and shit. Yeah, but and the other point about this is the thing about birds is some of them can take fucking ages. Like I'm talking like 20 hours plus or whatever. You know, like so
Yeah.
the idea of this dude ordering food is pretty reasonable. And again, if he's just like a funny guy, you know, like any of
Yeah.
us, and not just him, I'm sure the
would be
woman's like funny too. Like they've got that kind of relationship where it's like, oh, this is a good joke. This would be a funny meme. So
Yeah.
anyway,
she left him after this.
yeah, but everyone's but like there's literally people being like, oh yeah, like my husband would never do this. If I was this woman, I'd divorce him immediately.
My
And it's
husband would
like,
never order a pizza.
To be fair, all of the replies I see before this one, like the 15 above this one, are all like, "There's no way women are mad right now." So but it could be being kudos, Twitter being drastically different again. But
Right.
my girl Lisa is. She's going in here proving the point, I guess, where she says, "My water broke on Tuesday night. My husband sat in the corner flipping through magazines as I wailed back in labor. At 2:20 p.m. on Thursday, I finally prepared to push.
Wrong
The nurse
button.
screamed, 'Put down the Reader's Digest!' He responded, 'Oh, is it time?' He became my ex."
That sounds like a Reddit
And then-
story. That's not real.
That's such a lie.
And then
and then
Yeah,
everyone
yeah.
clapped.
then the
It's such
nurse
a lie.
clapped.
My baby,
But then-
Albert
but then my boy
Einstein.
My boy
Yeah.
Cheyenne replied
Baby
and said,
stuck its hand out the pussy and clapped.
Yeah. That's such
Yeah.
a fucking foul image.
my boy Cheyenne responded and said, "What is he supposed to do there? Stare at you moaning?"
Oh
I feel
man,
like-
slam
Fighting
dunk.
his
Yeah, he's
Fucking
been just sitting
bucket.
there like
Middle ground,
fucking.
but
He's been just
Yeah.
sit there like stroking his chin, going, of course.
Interesting pace.
he should, he should be
the perils of
screaming with you.
labor.
So much to think about.
I'm very invested in this.
This is a
Yeah.
boomer tier joke. Don't get mad at boomer tier. First of all, don't get mad at anything, as I say, while we just spent
Get mad
10
at
minutes
everything.
ragging on this. But definitely don't get mad at some dumb bullshit like this where you know
Yeah, yeah.
zero context about it.
To be fair, I agree 100%. To be fair, this is definitely reposted and fake and a boomer meme, but whoever this is, it's real for them. So I wonder,
That
I'd
is
love to
true.
know if how this woman felt. But it's
Yeah.
obviously
Get her on
not
the
as
podcast.
man's
This is
wife.
you.
Get her on the
Comment
podcast
below.
if she's listening.
That would be
come on,
fucking
Beef.
epic.
Pregnant guy?
Dream
Screaming
just
pregnant lady.
Dream just did his face reveal like right now live. We're live in the making of one
Oh,
of the
shit. Should we
stories
sit?
on
All
the
right, boys,
internet.
live dream face reveal.
Oh my
Yeah, see
god.
what
It's
actor
like
he
face
had to
reveal.
play.
Yes, so I want to just before we
like
do
Brad
this, I want to put something out there. I had a chat with Chad about this. I'm 99% sure that this.
That's what I was thinking of. I was gonna
Go,
do that. I was
Scott.
like,
I gotta save this for Courtney.
I feel like this is either going to be some AI meme or some like VTuber meme. Like I
Oh,
don't
right.
think this is going to be real, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. Oh,
No,
guess
I
we'll
think it's
see.
gonna be real, but I think it's gonna be like an actor that he just plays to fucking voice over his
Yeah.
videos.
I feel like if you're this big, like, why would you ever even do a face reveal?
Well, that's what I was
That is
saying,
true.
and because I was having a chat with Chad about this, because it's like he's okay. This guy isn't just big; he's like K-pop star big. Like he's
Right.
disgustingly.
I'd say he's more like Charles Manson big, personally.
well.
Jeff, yeah, they made a thing about him on
but
Netflix.
no one's
Jeffrey
going up to-
Dahmer? That's him, right?
No one's going up to Charles Manson on the street. I'll put it that way.
Well,
But like
like
okay, you are in a very very special place where not only do you have immense fame and money, but also no one knows. You can just walk down the street, and I can
Yeah.
tell you that even hanging out with people a fraction of his size, getting stopped constantly definitely would get very annoying very quickly.
yeah. I'm
And
just trying
this
to eat at hometown
dude, this guy
buffet.
can't go outside anymore. Like he
Yeah.
just can't. He can't go
Yeah.
to the store. He can't go to the fucking McDonald's. You know, he can't walk to fucking Walmart.
To
Like,
be
I would
fair,
like
this is the
to-
dude who likes to read fan fiction about his 12-year-old sister.
what?
So
Yes.
I think
So,
he
yeah.
likes it. Like he
That's
wants to
important
go outside and
context.
have 4-year-olds like
No, well,
trying
so
to
that
pull
was-
his pants down.
Yeah.
That was my point. The fact that this dude's willing to throw that away just so he can like get fucking jelked on the
It's
street.
ego 100.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is this is Skyrim ego 100 meme.
Yeah, exactly.
I will-
This is
can
ego 100.
also-
This is not wholesome 100.
Not
This is
wholesome
wholesome
100.
0.
Also, because you mentioned like why would you need to do this? You don't need to do this. You're already huge. There was a trend on Twitter last night that was like, I'm so proud of Dream. And I think, personally, I think this
Stinks.
is why he put out the Mask song. Because the Mask song is like, this is what I wear the mask. That's what the mask is. I'm so, I'm so
sure,
self-conscious
yeah.
and I don't want
Right.
to. So now he gets to like, quadruple down on the bonding parasocial shit that he's so
Yeah,
famous for.
true.
Because
Yeah.
now people are like, it's such a brave thing for him to be openly famous. So that's exactly why he's doing it. Hey, fuck
Yeah.
you,
Do you-
Dream.
Yeah.
Do you think
Fuck
he
you,
never
Dwayne.
planned on
Hack
doing this,
this.
and then everyone kept calling him fat and like showing that picture of that one dude? So he's like, I have to prove it now. I never wanted to do this, but I'm not fat.
I'm not a
I'm
weasel.
not, yeah,
I'm skinny.
I'm not a fan.
All right, well,
yeah, okay. Let's watch this video.
You know he's not getting pussy because his fingernails are like fucking disgusting. No offense to
Observation 1: you get 0
They're just-
bitches.
they're just malnourished long fingernails. Hi,
let's see what
Dream.
Dwayne looks like.
Here's Dwayne.
All right.
Love him.
There was like,
Did my butt
why was there
fucking-
multiple cuts right there?
Yeah, what
Hold
the
on.
fuck?
Dude, do you think he tried to do it multiple times? He's like, I don't
He
like the
looks
face I
stupid.
met. He had to be
What?
like
Why is my
perfectly
shit so
light skin
quiet?
facing when he did the reveal.
Yeah.
I'm Dwayne. Nice to meet you.
And he's like, shit, no, that's not good enough. He puts the mask back up. He's like,
Well, that's like a thing when, like, for me, when I was like starting to. Oh.
Yo, he looks like Kudos'
doing-
fucking. He
Yo,
looks
it's
like
Ghost
Kudos'
Gun.
fucking picture.
He does look like Kudos.
he looks like the troll face fucking.
He does have a
Courtney,
very chin.
troll face him.
Courtney,
Make him
troll face
troll
on my now,
face.
please.
He looks like he's about to live stream him going to YouTube HQ and fucking setting a bomb off.
He looks like Elliot
looks-
Roger.
He does look like a. I was gonna,
Well, that's what I was trying to allude to. He looks like Elliot Roger.
Dream is the supreme gentleman.
Yeah, he's a supreme
That's
gentleman.
true.
Honestly, though, like
That-
just
yeah.
just to you know for credit where credit's due, he's not as fat and ugly as I thought he was gonna be. So I mean, you know, shout out
mean.
Dream for at least being. You know,
He was gonna-
a
He
beat the
decent-looking
fat and
dude,
ugly
as much as
allegations.
I-
he was gonna do this like a year ago, and he's like, I gotta get in shape. So he just had strict diet until this face reveal.
That's
Like,
Yeah,
that's kind of what I
got
think.
a
To be
physical
fair,
trainer.
he's a good look. He's good looking,
he was like a twink,
or at least average
nice
looking.
little twink, yeah.
But exactly, but he does have those. You know those features where you know that like somewhere within the last couple generations there was inbreeding. It's like you're a normal looking person, but like his mouth is like only 4% of his entire face. But besides
course.
that,
Besides
we-
that,
Yeah, but if we put that one aside. Yeah.
yeah. Hit play. What does he have to say?
Feels so awkward. Talking to a camera for the first time. Hi.
Oh,
My name
hi,
is
Dwayne.
He is definitely a twink.
Dream online.
why
I
is
love
it
it,
so
Dwayne.
quiet? I
Yeah.
have it turned all the way up. Is this
love
like is it him or me?
That'd be so funny if his reveal video is like poorly mixed and weirdly edited.
There are
It's
two
only
ways
coming
to
in
Yeah, no,
on
it
one
is.
ear. He pulls
It
an
is.
ear.
Oh, it is him.
Video.
Yeah, because
Linus is ear raping me.
Linus Dweem tips.
That's so grim. Bro, put on your fucking whatever.
Oh my God, he's look at this
Oh,
friend.
his hair.
Hold on, look at
His
this friend.
hair.
Oh my God,
Oh,
he's got a gold bracelet. Cat.
If I close my eyes long enough, I can feel it
He
up
wears
inside
rings.
me.
He wears rings. Oh my God. Fucking.
His
Someone posted a picture on Twitter the other week, and they were like, "Oh my God, Dream wears rings. Holy crap, Lois.
Holy
Crap,
crap,
Lois. Dream wears rings."
remember the time I
Yeah,
was
that was
Dream?
it was like Chris Griffin.
Peter.
Oh my
Dream did his
God.
face reveal.
What is this room, bro? Like,
The
why does he
horse
have
is here.
why does he
He's
have a
in an
bed
asylum.
in his? Yeah, like his.
He's in
Arkham
the same room as
Asylum.
that guy who does the monkeypox song. The monkeypox parody thing we saw.
He is.
My name is Clay, otherwise known as Dream.
Of course, his name's Clay.
Clay,
bro.
Clay.
Of course, his name's
Clay.
Clay.
Alright, for real.
Spit in your asshole.
Dude, there was 3 cuts there. There was.
I'm
what the
telling
fuck?
you, dude.
He brings
I
the
am
mask
one-
up to his face, and there's 3 cuts before he pulls it down.
I am
but it's so
100%
worth it.
convinced he tried to do his little like thing 5 different times and he couldn't get it,
Yeah.
and he just like he didn't
And
just
this is
cut
the best
to the
one he settled on. He's like,
Yeah, that was the one he settled on. He didn't just cut to that. He like left it in the other like. takes.
"Shout out Dream."
Shout out Dream.
Yeah,
Shout out
for real,
Dream.
a shout out Dream. Come on the
Send us
podcast
Yeah,
some
if you
races.
want to defend
avid,
yourself.
avid beef listener Dream. You want to come on, man? Come on to defend yourself.
Yeah. Speaking of Dream having a little mouth,
Working on it.
little mouths are probably good at playing the flute because you got to make your mouth little. Speaking of flutes, Lizzo is
What?
destroying America.
I'm working on it.
He is
yeah.
destroying America.
This
I love that
country.
one.
I can make this pretty short, but I don't know if you guys heard. Did any of you know that James Madison had a crystal flute
Ashley Madison.
before?
Yeah,
like,
that
any
was
of
James
this blew up?
That's one of the
Madison.
most important. That's one of the most important artifacts in the history of this country. George
those who
Washington
don't know-
used that to kill MLK.
The British.
Cthulhu.
James Madison was the 4th president of the United States, one of our
Oh, shout
founding
out.
fathers.
Oh.
And nobody knew that he owned a crystal flute, but because Lizzo played it, because she's classically trained in flute, she's like actually a phenomenal flute player, a flautist, if you will. A bunch of dudes with the old philosopher PFPs on Twitter are really angry that she
PFP.
played the flute and destroyed America.
You forgot one. Can I just
Western
add one
culture.
thing?
Is falling apart.
Can I add
I'm
one?
very
thing,
confused.
Chris.
Can I add one detail that Andrew forgot before we get into
Yes, because I am confused.
it? Lizzo is black.
You should have said
That
that,
is true.
Andrew. How else would I have known?
So Tim Pool and like I think Ben Shapiro were like
Of course.
Tim Pool specifically though was like on the verge of tears on his show the next day.
The sacred crystal flute that I knew about last week.
Yeah, so it went viral and like the obviously
Legend of Zelda.
the like house of fucking
crystal flute.
yeah. It was like the House of fucking History Instrument Department of the United States Federal Washington Division. Fucking like they gave her this flute at her concert.
Yeah.
So like it wasn't like she like raided the fucking
Yeah, she
went like
just
that.
watched
National
it there,
treasure.
like, give me this cage it.
Yeah, she
Stole
national
the
pleasured
fucking-
that shit.
the one flute to rule them all, like off the wall. Like this was a
James Madison's flute.
She had to replace it with a stick before the walls closed.
so she
had to run
played
away
the
from a
shit.
big boulder.
And then the next day, Tim Pool was like, this was his argument basically. Liberals love seeing. Liberals
that was
love
it, just
seeing
that
the
first
most,
word.
Yeah, liberals
Period.
love seeing the most important artifacts of this country made out to be a joke to squander the history and power of America that they so deeply hate because
Flute, who cares?
and it's like
Who gives a
bro,
shit?
it's
flute.
just a flute.
I didn't even know
no
it
one knew
existed.
Also,
okay.
James Madison didn't know how to play the flute.
She almost
He was
said
some
James
French
White.
guy-
Just I want to
some-
put that out there. James White.
James White.
Founding
doesn't know how
father
to play the
James
flute.
Cage
James
White.
White's flute. Lizzo takes James White's flute on stage.
But also, Lizzo is like classically like she is, a phenomenal flautist. Like Tim Pool, the most he can do is
She's a
suck
flauta.
someone's, dick who's richer than him.
and no,
Which
he
is
can make
another form
emo
of
you
flute
angry
playing.
about?
Yeah, I was gonna
He can make
say.
emo music where it's really bad.
It's like
But it's-
3 minutes of nothing.
Yeah, you can make emo music where the drop doesn't come in until 3 minutes and 31 seconds, and the song is 3 minutes and 34 seconds long.
Yeah, you do not like. He does not have a high horse to stand here. Like his
He really
music
doesn't.
sucks shit.
It's very bad.
You don't
Yeah.
get
We
it
have
though,
to talk
Andrew. He's
about
not
it.
fat.
I did not even know he made
All
music.
black.
This is a revelation to me. Tim Pool.
I think he made one song, and it was like,
Oh, it's so bad.
this is like not even any embellishment. It's one of the worst songs I've
Oh
ever
my
heard.
god.
It's just it's so fucking boring. I already have like an innate dislike of just like radio rock. Just that it just annoys me, and that is like the epitome of like radio rock. Like
Yeah.
fucking like
Right.
Imagine Dragons ass.
Oh, like
One of the,
rock you
one of
hear
the
at like
lyrics is
stadium.
literally,
Yeah.
"My name is Tim Pool, and I'm here to say I'm gonna own liberals in a crazy way." That's like how the song starts.
Wait, I have not heard the song.
It was bold.
I don't know if you're joking or not. I swear,
I'm-
that because that could be
I'm just
real.
going on vibes.
That could
I
be
honestly
real.
don't know.
That could be real.
Which is, I don't know, and I have heard it, so that tells you all you need to know about the song. Like, but the song, it's like a fucking Nickelback music video too. It's so
Yeah.
bad.
Oh,
It's just like
God.
they're in a deserted house playing the song in the living room, and
Yeah.
sometimes they go to the other rooms and they're empty and the walls are cracked, and then
the guy's looking on the stereo. It's like,
Oh.
yeah,
Where am I?
the lady runs out, and then the lady is the lady gets in a car accident, and it's literally just it's they
like an
never
episode
show
of
like the
Goosebumps.
actual two cars because the fucking budget's probably so low, so it's just like car
Yeah.
going fast, then a still JPEG of two cars touching at the front, and then like a fucking HD
having a little love
4K
tip.
explosion black
Yeah.
screen effect off
muzzle flash,
youtube.mp4.com.
scaled up. Yeah.
It's so bad.
That's
That's
epic.
funny.
I gotta watch this
All he
shit.
was missing was like a woman saying "Audio Jungle" over that song.
Trapaholics.
Generic
Yeah.
Also,
Trap
he's-
all.
Trap
He
shit.
specifically speaking of
Speaking of,
Tim Pool's fire music, I heard they used that music to heat the sauna that Kudos was in. And he had an experience.
Yeah,
Oh,
Kudos,
yeah.
tell us about your
He
song.
had the Tim Pool experience in the sauna.
I got in a hot Tim Pool the other day, and
TPE.
it was an interesting time. No, so last week I went away on a whirlwind adventure. So Wrath of the Lich King Classic came out last week, and Chad paid for an Airbnb out in the middle of nowhere for us and his guild
That's so
to
fucking baller.
to
That's
fucking
like-
That
play
is
WoW
epic. That
for
is
is
5
really
days
awesome.
straight. I had to miss the first couple of days, unfortunately, but when I got there, like, I still spent about 3 nights there, and it was fucking
Yeah.
sick. It was so much fun. Just non-stop gaming with all the boys, having some beers, and just
That's
just
what's
vibing. But after like 3 or 4 days, we were like, like, okay, we need to fucking sweat this out. We haven't left the house in like 2 days, and it was a lovely, lovely weekend. So we went to this hot springs nearby, which I thought it was just going to be like a really small kind of like a couple pools or just a sauna or something. This thing was like a fucking theme park. It was like fucking massive, and at night it was like a maze. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Go in the saunas, the steam rooms, all this shit.
So is this one of those saunas, you know, like in Iceland where it's just like a hot, somehow the water's hot and it's just in the ground?
Yeah, it's like a naturally heated one or whatever.
that's
But there's like just
fucking-
shitloads
Those
of
are really
different.
cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
There's like all different types
so
of pools, you know. There's like the one that's
There's
like
a Tim
fucking
pool,
a billion
yeah.
There's a
degrees,
Tim
and then
pool.
there's like some more recent ones. That's such a funny joke, Ghost. No one but you can come up with something like that. We were leaving, but the way to where we were trying to go was cordoned off, and we were like, whatever. And Chad being Chad, he's just like, fuck it. He just takes the rope that's like cordoning it off. He's like, quickly, go. And we start like hooning through it. And then all of a sudden we hear from like, you know, whatever, one of the staff being like, excuse me guys, that's closed for a reason. We heard that coming in.
Fall off
so
the
we
edge
were
of
like,
a mountain.
we were like, yeah, okay, fair enough. Also, there was no reason why it was closed that I could see. And we got so far in it, we were like literally like 10 steps from the other side. Like we should have just been like, fuck you and kept going. But anyway, we walked back, and he you know, held the thing so that we could, the staff member held this thing so we could go through. But like in true theme park NPC behavior, because we opened that up for 5 seconds and then put the thing back, other people just started doing it too. Like it was literally like in Roller Coaster Tycoon when you're making your path and people were just like, oh, what's this? Oh, and start walking up it too.
Follow the arrow.
There's this like really short Asian woman started walking in, and because this guy was like trying to tell us off, he like swung his arm out to like, you know, I guess make his point more, and he fucking nails this chick in the face.
Oh my god.
But like,
Dude.
but like, it wasn't that hard though. But like, she still got hit in the face, and immediately she started like wailing as though she had just had her seen her son get hit by a car.
No.
Yeah.
And we were talking about it afterwards. All we can think of is that possibly she was trying to, maybe she really genuinely was hurt, but like this was like, okay, I've been punched in the face before, it doesn't hurt that bad. And also she just got hit with like the flat of his arm. I was she's trying to hit like some fucking, you know,
Like
Russian people
lawsuit
jumping
shit.
in
Yeah,
front of
she
the
saw
car.
her opportunity and took it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
mean,
respect.
yeah. I'm permanently injured for
Oh
life.
my
10
God.
grand, please.
This reminds me of that time that the McDonald's woman spilled hot coffee all over her pussy.
That's like a Family Guy cutaway. Yeah.
This is worse than the
This is worse than the time.
It's worse than the time my pussy got fused to my jeans.
It's just the same lady.
Coffee. Yeah, the same lady. She
Yeah,
has
she's
terrible
just
luck.
terribly unlucky when it
Yeah.
comes to fucking getting mangled.
She was giving birth
But,
and her
yeah,
husband
you-
was eating pizza in the same room.
She really can't catch a break.
She played a
Poor woman,
flute
yeah.
on the flute on the
She bathed her son in shitty.
Yeah,
How do you
she
make a
bathed in
flute out
shit
of
water.
crystals? What does that mean?
I have no idea.
No,
don't know.
it is though. It's kind of insane.
But dude,
But-
speaking of NPC behavior and like those little rope things, me and my brother did that at a TJ Maxx. They had like the little
At a TGI
little guard
Fridays.
things up to like set a little line for people to get to the cashier register, and my
Yeah.
brother just started like moving some, and he just made it so there was no way to get in, and then we just watch people walk up, and they would look
Playing
around,
God.
and they'd be like, they like look around, and they'd move, and then they'd be like, how do I? And
Did they have
it's
little
just
like thought bubbles popping over their head like? The
yeah,
Sims?
the little thought bubble popped up, and it was just like angry, confused face, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Huh, ma?" And
Glimbo
some people, this is just goes to show you how like trained we are to
We
not
live in a
break
society.
rules. We do live in a society. They would like, there's clearly no way in, and there's someone at the cash register right next to them, and they would
The pole.
they would move one, but they would look around like really guiltily. They're like, and they move it, and then they like go in, and it's like, you're obviously like you're very clearly being messed with here. You can just go in and you can leave.
Yeah.
People are so
So
fucking
good.
dumb.
Well, Hey, I'd be the thought bubble motherfucker. It is not clear.
I'm with you.
You walk into a store and there's a bunch of fucking shit in the way, and you're just like,
God, you know?
Oh.
God, you know what am I supposed
God,
to do?
you know, oh God.
Oh, great.
I'm waiting until someone moves it out of my way. What if I walk past and a fucking Indiana Jones axe swings down and fucking cuts me in half?
But yeah,
That sounds like another
woman,
Family Guy bit. You open the thing, you walk through, and it cuts your head off. Yeah.
And then I'm like,
But yeah, that woman was our total scapegoat, though. She started screaming. That guy was so like, fuck, no, I have to deal with this. That we just like dipped. We just left.
Like, later.
this is just a
Mariah
video from
Carey.
a recent Mariah Carey concert.
Randomly bringing up the 9/11
Oh, let's
attacks
just watch
during
it.
a
Yeah,
shut the
concert.
fuck up!
Sorry.
Just watch it.
I was very intrigued.
All right.
Hit play.
No. Well, you don't want to hear about 9/11.
What the fuck?
What?
Why?
Listen to the audience. Listen to the audience.
No. Well, you don't want to hear about 9/11.
That's like a genuine, like, what the fuck?
This reminded me of Andrew's story because it's like we do like and I love moments like that where the general reaction of a group of people is confusion, and it like you get that like 3 seconds of silence where no one wants to be the first person to question it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what if I'm an idiot? It's just funny. She's like just doing her vocal run. She's like, no. You don't want to talk about 9/11. Like she just like,
That's the drop.
Shit.
That's the drop
Maybe-
in a Temple song.
Well, you don't want to hear about 9/11.
Maybe that's like her. Maybe that's like her "How Now, Brown Cow." You know, people do like vocal warm ups.
Oh, she's
Yeah, unique in New York.
No.
Y'all don't want to talk about 9/11.
9/11.
No. You don't want to talk
What?
about 9/11.
Bringing up,
Sorry, guys.
bringing up like
How I learned
tragedies.
more about
Yeah. Pearl Harbor, baby, let's go. Y'all remember Pearl Harbor?
Pearl Harbor.
Most people don't want to
Y'all
talk
don't
about
wanna know
Pearl
about
Harbor.
You don't want to talk about
Benghazi.
Pearl Harbor.
What do y'all know about the
don't
Paris
Google
terrorist
Tiananmen
attacks?
Square.
Yeah.
No. You don't want to talk about Family Guy season 1, episode 11.
Where Brian dies.
That's where you go too far. That's where you take it too far.
Yeah.
Brian.
Go on,
Yeah,
you cut
There's
that.
nothing to joke about.
That was way too intense. Yeah.
I wish I've tried looking for longer videos of this moment and I can't find them.
I do. I love the
Why do
silence
people
after.
film incredible like things like this happening and then stop after 5 seconds?
Yeah,
Well,
this
yeah,
is
so
I
fine.
need
What?
all the context.
Yeah,
What?
keep it
Keep
going.
playing it. We haven't finished
No,
that video.
half of the video is the TikTok splash screen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to talk a little bit about this moment.
Oh, I thought she was going to talk about 9/11.
Well,
You don't
she
wanna talk
probably
about-
did, but they didn't get it for some reason.
Yeah.
I want to know I want to know why we were talking about 9/11.
You don't
I
want
would
to talk
also
about
like to
John
know that.
Benet Ramsey.
I wanted to show you guys this because I watched this and I was just like, Tesla revealing a new robot. You know, robot. This is a yeah.
It looks like a school project.
Okay.
Now this is epic.
What is
I
it?
really need to work on the cable management.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
He
I'm
needs some
saying.
zip ties.
Great.
But what does he do, Elon?
It walks like someone who is in a really terrible car accident and is
Yeah.
relearning to walk.
No, it walks like someone who has like hot asshole. You know, like when you like shit
Yeah.
in a row.
But like, okay, this
I
is
just wanna
probably
say,
impressive.
This is
but
funny to me. This is funny to me because I feel like 35 years ago, someone would walk something out like this, and
Yeah.
it would do this.
It would do
like
the
this
same
is
exact
a
thing.
2022
No,
robot.
yeah,
hold on.
literally.
Literally 15 years ago, 15 to 20 years ago, we had those fucking robots. You guys remember those robots you get at Toys R Us? They had like little fucking
Oh,
blue
yeah.
heads, and they would literally
Yeah,
they would
I
do
remember
shit
that.
like that. We had this technology already,
That's
Elon.
what
This
I'm
is nothing
saying.
new.
But
Can
like-
we have sex with it?
But I swear, like I've seen like Japanese robots from like 20 years ago on stage doing this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What's different?
That was my exact thought. That's why I wanted to show it to you guys because
Yeah.
it was just like. I saw this trending and I fucking hate Tesla and Elon Musk, but I was like, oh shit, our overlords are here. And I assumed to click on something that was, you know, like Boston
Your
Dynamics
shit.
shit. You know,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Boston Dynamics shit is so crazy. Like, it looks like CGI, but it's just like because we don't understand movement like that because it isn't fucking.
Was that the one where they had the
natural.
robot doing like box jumping and stuff?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yeah,
That shit's
is
crazy. That shit's so cool.
But I just thought it was really funny because it's like Elon and Tesla, and he's the richest person on earth, and if you're making robots, you're competing with like Boston Dynamics and probably
And
those Japanese companies that has like they like have the synthetic face and shit, and like and you just walk out a robot that's going.
It's trying to raise
what
the
is
roof
this?
very
It's
limply.
1985. What's like? What
I'm
the
the
fuck?
robot.
Yeah. Didn't he also just
I'm the
like?
robot.
Didn't he just claim that the new the Cybertruck's going to be completely waterproof for like a brief period?
Oh
or whatever?
yeah.
And all these
that-
people
you
apply.
can-
They're like, I worked at Tiz, and I can tell you now the engineers found out at the same time you did.
Yeah, no, 100%. And also he tweeted like the Cybertruck will be able to serve as a boat for a short period of time, and it's like, bro,
But any
fucking
car
dinner
can do
plate
that.
serves as like a millisecond.
Yeah,
Like,
you won't be able to get it
It'll
out.
work for like half a
Dude,
millisecond.
Lyndon B. Johnson had a amphibious car. He would like pretend it was like going off the rails, and then it would turn into a boat, and he would take people out off. That was in 1960.
Yeah.
What a
You're
good
just
bit,
not
by the way.
impressive.
That is a great
I was like,
bit.
where is Lyndon B. Johnson?
Yeah.
I guess he just wanted to talk about Lyndon B. Like you hit the Lyndon B. Johnson like crazy.
Lyndon B.
Yo, this
Johnson.
man hit the Lyndon B.
I thought we
Johnson.
were segueing.
Hell nah.
He had
James
JFK
White hit the
assassinated
Lyndon B.
exclusively so he could get the amphibious car, the presidential amphibious car.
He was really jealous of it.
Well, speaking of our Lord and Savior Lyndon B. Johnson,
Lyndon be crazy.
he would never crystal flute or something. So there was
Wouldn't crystal a flute.
would you? So there was a massive hurricane in Florida recently.
Yep.
Luckily,
course.
it didn't really affect me or my family, but it definitely. I mean, you guys saw the videos. I'm
Open
sure.
beef, and James is just like, help me, I am under the water.
I'm under the
These are-
water. But have you guys seen any of the videos of the footage from the hurricane?
I
Yeah,
have.
it was pretty
Real
wild.
in the places that it made.
All I've seen
pretty
is
cool.
a Chuck E. Cheese that was destroyed. That's it.
Well, you
R.I.P.
can find videos of like the ocean like 2 stories up on people's houses just like doing its thing, and like sharks in the roads and shit. It's
doing
pretty bad.
ocean
There's like
stuff.
hundreds
in the
of people
road.
dead
Oh
and
yeah,
shit.
you guys did have sharks on the road. Just
Oh
crazy.
yeah, like driving cars. and
Florida's
stuff.
wild.
Yeah, it's pretty epic.
Well, it was really
Riding
bad.
bicycles. Good morning,
And you know who else lives in Florida besides me? Dream.
Damn.
You know what was happening this week during the hurricane? George was found, or George was not.
George was
fucking
found dead
taken
in
or whatever.
Florida,
Dead in
Shot dead in the Miami projects.
just face
in
down.
the river in Lego City.
George was found unresponsive in his home due to a fentanyl overdose.
George was found without a pulse.
George was not found because the search parties haven't finished combing the fucking
He is
ground.
Lost at
located.
sea. Yeah.
George not
Officially,
recovered.
we don't know where he is.
So like I'm looking at the trends for hurricane and I'm watching, trying to see if it's coming
Hurricane.com.
toward me so I don't die. And at the top of the hurricane trend was Dream tweeting a tweet that was right before this of
course.
no way this hurricane is going to stop me from seeing George. And then he tweeted this voiceover, and I just like you guys to listen to it. It's only 20 seconds.
Okay.
There's a hurricane in Florida. Of course there is. The timing is immaculate. It's just great. 1 second, I'm just finishing drying my clothes.
Laundry.
But yeah, apparently there's a hurricane, so hopefully it's not too bad, but we'll see.
Hopefully it's not too bad. We'll see. So now imagine you go on Twitter, you're trying to see if the hurricane's coming to you. You're like terrified, and not me, but just imagine. And then you listen to this video and it's Dream being like, man, Florida's hurricane, fucking.
Crazy.
Man, this sucks.
Man, this shit sucks, bro.
Sorry, I'm doing my laundry. And then
George.
and your house blows up and you fucking go flying into the atmosphere. And you're just, like, Dream is like, oh man, this is. he ends it with like, yeah, I don't know. I guess this sucks. And it's like, bro, like, what do you mean? I guess this sucks. There's people fucking drowning to death, fucking getting eaten by
You know what is funny?
sharks.
I was talking to a friend this
Also-
morning that said she was going to go on vacation to Florida with her family, and they had to cancel it because the fucking vacation house was destroyed. Like, you literally got completely wiped out. So,
Did we get our deposit back?
no, they didn't. That's the thing. She told me they didn't get any money back.
That's
that
it.
sucks.
What?
Yeah, they paid for
It's
the
just
whole...
a donation. It's a donation. They just lost their entire house. It's like a GoFundMe.
Well, Dream will probably cover it,
Yeah,
right? Dream
fair
will probably
enough.
get him back. I mean, he was doing his laundry, so, you know, if it takes him a while, I understand. But.
Yeah.
It was just crazy to me to be someone with like 1.8 million Twitter followers and you're waiting for your George Found guy to show up or whatever. And like, while there are people drowning to death, being torn out of their homes by fucking 100-mile-an-hour winds and ocean just like tsunami, you're like, man, this hurricane sucks. I can't see my friend.
Dog, this shit
so-
sucks, man. Come on, man.
It's so weird.
Come
It
on,
is a
Joel.
pretty funny joke.
What?
Come on, Dream.
Yeah, and then on top of that, you can't be bothered like waiting 10 seconds to fucking not do your laundry while recording a voice
Oh,
message.
right.
Oh my god, that's like...
Sorry, I'm doing my laundry with all the clean water that I have.
But you wish you had all this.
all this
I'm running all the taps
electricity
in my
and
house.
clean water.
Yeah.
He's like a mansion on the top of the
Miami
hill.
could
He's like safe. He's like, oh man, that really... Sorry, I gotta get my laundry. This sucks, bro.
Oh, this sucks.
Damn.
This laundry's so warm. I forgot how warm it is when it comes out of the dryer.
Let me see what the news on the storm is. Just like George was found eaten by a shark on 1st and Main.
But then you just hear the click of his laundry door again while he's crying. Hey,
Shout out
Ghost,
Dream though.
Ghosty, Ghost Scum.
Uh-huh.
Ghosty.
We've
More like
invited you-
ghost come.
We've invited you all the way onto our freaking podcast. Is there anything you would like to talk about? What's been,
Oh.
you don't have
Do you have any
you have
talking
no
points?
platform online. You've got nowhere to speak your mind. What's been really fucking your ass lately?
What's been
Yeah.
fucking my ass? Well,
What's been grinding you out,
I did move to Australia with Kudos. I live in his
Yeah.
laundry room now, so that's why.
Yeah, we hate each other already.
Oh.
That's a big laundry.
Yeah, no, it's pretty sick actually. Like, you know, there's a couple cockroaches, but
That's
you
where
know.
Dream records his famous voice
Yeah.
messages.
Yeah, that's where he recorded his face reveal. Was with the laundry. Yeah.
Actually,
If
just
you
turn
look
the camera
closely, you
slightly
can
to the
see
right
Ghost.
and it will.
This is the iconic,
Yeah.
the iconic laundry machine and the dryer right next to me.
Laundry / rumpus room.
yeah.
Australia's very famous for.
Yeah, no, it's I mean, apart from the dream face reveal, nothing's really going on in my life apart from I posted a video.
How have you
fucking-
found Australia?
Oh yeah,
Sell it to these three bozos who are currently looking to move to Australia within the next 6 months.
Australia.
Tell us about Aussie.
Yeah,
That's
people
not
don't speak
true.
English here. They don't speak English. They go, you want to go for a yarn
Actually,
and the
we speak
avar?
more English.
You want to
we
go
speak
for
more
a yarn and the
English than your
avar?
goofy-ass
That means
country
nothing.
does.
That doesn't mean anything. Kudos said that to me. He said, you want to go for a yarn and the avar? And it's like, which means you want to hang out this afternoon.
They speak Tagalog over
Yeah, they do speak Tagalog.
Yeah.
Yeah. They speak fucking gobbledygook too.
How many spiders have you seen?
I have seen one spider in my apartment, but it was
Too many.
Was it
yeah,
giant?
it was fucking the size of my face, and I fucking slapped it
no,
to death.
I'm out.
I slapped
It
it
had
to
a
death.
human
Yeah,
head.
it was pretty.
You know that YouTube video of the guy
man.
cooked the chicken?
yeah.
I cooked
Yeah.
a spider to death.
I cooked a
Like,
spider to death. Yeah.
How big was it for real though?
No, it was a tiny one. It was like little, maybe the size
Yeah,
of my
exactly.
cock. Little tiny. I'm a grower, not a shower.
I
Lady.
know, I put them next to each other.
Yeah.
I was watching a video of a French man in France, and for some reason all of his ingredients and shit in his pantry were in French, and it made me think, like, this is probably the first country you've been in where like all of our packaging is just English, because in Canada it's French and English, and in America it's mostly English in America, but you guys probably have like some stuff in Spanish or like
It's usually English and Spanish. Sometimes
yeah.
There's a
French.
decent amount of stuff.
I've never seen
Oh,
anything that's not English. It's like English plus Spanish.
yeah,
usually.
you never. I
Yeah.
never.
The same in
I don't think you
Canada,
never seen
yeah.
something exclusively, but like here, it's like it was such a fucking cultural like monogamy that it's like everything's in English. There's some parts of town you go to where like in you go to Chinatown,
As it
obviously.
should be.
Yes.
Everything's in Chinese, even like
Everything
some of the
should be in
Australian banks.
Chinese in Australia. Chinese colony.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, famous Chinese colony, James Cage,
It
Australia.
basically
Anyway.
is.
Yeah. Famous Australian colonist and war criminal.
James Cage.
Do you know the meme about how Max Mofo told James Cage White to put watermelon seeds in his penis, and then
That wasn't a meme, my friend. That's history.
yeah. So like there's all these memes now. If you go to James Cage White and look at his Twitter and look at watermelon seeds, like he tweets about it quite a lot. And all the replies are like, put it in your penis as like ancient Australian tradition of putting watermelon seeds in your penis.
What? That's another, like we were saying earlier, how he like gets a big response to something and just keeps like, he's like, oh, this works, and just keeps doing it.
Yeah.
He did that watermelon. It was literally just a tweet of him like eating watermelons, and then Max just says, put the seeds in your penis or whatever.
Well, he got really fucking mad about it because he said he's been blocked multiple times by James. And one of them was because James was chewing with his mouth open, and he said, "James, you chew like a pig, my friend." And apparently, in Chinese, that's like really offensive to call someone a pig. Like it's like a pig, a dog,
I think it's
or a rat.
offensive anywhere.
Yeah, but it just being like, "Oh, you chew like a pig," so he blocked him and was like,
especially in
"How
China.
dare he? How dare he? Whatever." But then he blocked him for saying, "Put the watermelon seeds in your penis." But he seemed more mad about that than he did about him calling him a pig. He was like, I tell my mother, and he told his mom about it. He's like, I tell my mother, like Australian man Max told me to put watermelon seeds in my penis, and I will ignore him now.
but so at first he was really mad, but then I think now that a year or so has passed, he's realized like, oh, this is like, you know, that was like the most attention I'd gotten in like a couple months. So every now and then he'll post him eating
Wait, come back, I'll do it.
watermelon seeds or watermelons, and he'll reference that in some way, like he'll tweet like, "Oh, but I won't put the seeds anywhere bad," or he does like he kind of references it, which could again he might just be being self-aware, but he also might kind of be trying to like bait attention, you know.
I think that is what it is.
Yeah. What's how like he always talks about because I don't know when he talks about like buying Steam games and shit. And I'm like, I don't know if this is just his inability, like a Christian thing, where he has to share everything online no matter what.
Yeah.
Or like,
so.
It is that also.
Yeah, that's what I think.
It is that, but he knows how to do it well.
Yeah.
Like consciously, but he also can't help
because
it.
I think it's like with Christian, it was like he would like try and keep things a secret, and then no matter what, at some point it would get leaked. You know, he would always leak it somewhere. And I think James Cage White's the same thing, where he's like, I won't show you my baby, I won't tell you anything. And now he's just like always posting pictures of his kid. So it's like
of his fucking baby's
his
corpse.
dead child, that he's that bathes in shit water, previously used shit water.
Maybe if we bathe it in shit water for 10 hours, it'll come alive.
Wake up, baby.
It's just like George not found, lying face down in the shit water.
Peter not found.
Peter not found. Fellas, it's that time of year again. Last year we did My Immortal. It was great. I had lots of fun doing that with you boys. This year, we were doing Sonic High School, which is a fan fiction that was written back in 2012 that has kind of become the My Immortal of the Sonic fandom. So this is it's a good one. I skimmed it while I was color coding it, and I had a few good belly laughs. So we're gonna start that now. So get comfy, get some snacks, and
get some popcorn.
And let's do this damn thing.
Grab yourself a glass of OJ, and here we go.
Here we go. And here we go. And here we go.
Vladimir Putin, you better be scared.
Sonic High School, Chapter 1. Sonic woke up and looked at the clock. 7 o'clock, it said.
7 o'clock! I am late for school. I have to get to school now,
said Sonic, jumping out of bed. Sonic put his clothes on really fast and ran out of his room because he is fast.
No time for breakfast,
said Sonic as he ran past Sonic's mom.
Famous character from the franchise.
His mom would it be?
That's her
I
name.
know she is in Sonic Underground.
Is her name Sonic's mom?
Sonic mom.
Probably not.
Sonic Mom.
I'm Sonic Mom.
You will regret this.
said Sonic's mom,
Is she a witch?
leering at
I'm
him
going
from the
with
kitchen
it.
stove. Wearing aprons and oven mitts on her hands, Andrew, coming prepared, I like it. Sonic did not care. He was late. Sonic ran outside and ran to the bus stop where people were getting on the bus.
Tails, Knuckles, wait for me.
Said Sonic as he ran toward the bus.
Hey, Knuckles, it's Sonic.
He is light!
Sonic ran so fast to the bus and he got on the bus after Tails.
Just in time.
Said Sonic, huffing and puffing like he was doing the Cupid Shuffle for the first time.
I do be
Sonic.
huffing and puffing when I hit the Cupid
This
shuffle.
kid's like,
for the
this
first
kid's like
time.
12
I'm
and
like,
overweight.
Left to the
Went to his first
left.
wedding.
No, don't make me kick.
Sonic sat down next to Tails and Knuckles sat behind them, taking up both seats. Damn,
You
what the
fat
fuck?
bitch.
What the fuck?
He's a dream a year ago. I'm so bad.
Said Knuckles, laughing because he sat where two people could sit. Knuckles did this every day and no one bothered him, but they all knew it was against the rules of both man and God.
I don't remember that part. That is
famous
so good.
command.
God.
Sonic characters are fucking
God.
abominations against
The
Christ.
lost 11th commandment.
Oh my god, that is fucking
The
genius.
bus started and drove at the school and parked and they got out.
Okay.
We're at
School's
school
like 4
now.
feet down the road. And then they drive
Oh, so
straight
like
down.
you
They
drove
drove at school. Yeah.
Yeah,
Drove
not
at
at
school.
school.
Fucking-
Yeah,
Fucking 9/11, but for schools.
a second bus has hit the school. Mr. President.
Mr. President. A second.
That'll be
Knuckles
fucking
is at school.
Mr.
Has hit Sonic High School.
We're at school now. It is time to go to class.
Sonic was also at school, so he went to his first class of the day, English class. Sonic did not like English very much, but he did not like any class very much. That was not about running and going fast, which is what Sonic does best. Sonic got to his class and
is
sat
canon.
down in his seat.
It is journal day.
Said Sonic's English teacher, Mrs. Lesson.
She was born for it.
Damn, yeah. Mrs. Lesson was tall and white and had gray hair, and she was not pretty.
Oh
Damn.
man, they had the
Damn, he cooked her.
he cooked her.
You got
Take out your reading journals and put them in a pile, and I will read one of your entries to the class.
Sonic took out his blue journal and ran to the front quickly and put his journal on her desk and ran back to his desk all with his head down and not talking or looking at anyone. Sonic was so fast that he did it first. Everyone else did it afterwards and slower.
You fucking idiots.
Mrs. Lesson grabbed a journal from the pile and Sonic knew it was his because he looked just like Sonic's journal. Sonic knew this because he had written in it so many times. It was crazy. Mrs. Lesson opened to a totally random page and it was the worst page she could pick. She began to read.
Dear Journal, I called the doctor today about a problem. I have a problem with my balls. They are itchy and it is difficult to sit still with them because they are so itchy. I have to back up against stucco surfaces and rub up and down on them to relieve the itchiness. No creams have worked. Creams only make my balls sweat, smell like the breath of a thoroughbred, and I think Amy, my girlfriend, noticed. I hope my doctor calls. Love, Sonic.
Why would she read that whole thing?
Why would he put it in a journal
let her
that
read
was
it.
at risk
Yeah, he
of
let her
being read?
Oh no, stop reading.
But he reacted too late because it was already read, all of it. He just sat there for 25
sat
seconds
inside
and
just
let
like
her-
Keep
and
posing in the corner, waiting to be loaded in.
No, wait.
everyone in the class laughed and Sonic felt like an idiot asshole because now everyone knows all about his ball problems.
is
Sonic
so
felt
mean.
his rage build up inside him like a pool of lava in a volcano.
Stop laughing at me. Don't tell anyone.
Shouted Sonic, but everyone was laughing so loud that they did not hear him, and Sonic was just so embarrassed and mad and sad, but more embarrassed, so he ran out of the class fast. Sonic ran to his locker and opened it and screamed into it. He screamed,
This sucks.
and curse words too.
Fuck, shit, ass, penis, dick and balls.
What is the problem?
Said Tails.
Are you mad?
Said Tails. Sonic was mad, so he nodded.
The way you ramp up the fucking
I
S
fucking
is
love
crazy.
it. Sonic. It's very on brand for Sonic. I'm not gonna lie.
It's like a boomerang hitting you in the back of the head.
Yeah. You should tell everyone that it is okay to have problems with your balls, and that they probably have problems that they do not want everyone to know about too. So stop laughing at me.
Sonic thought Tails was right because Tails was smart. Knuckles was there too, so he said,
Sonic, what does this say here about you having a problem with your penis and balls?
Sonic was so mad again, so he punched Knuckles and ran away quick.
What a bitch move.
What the fuck?
That is a bitch move.
It's a bitch move.
I heard you have problems with your balls, and then he fucking punches,
punches him.
Doesn't
ran
say
away
anything.
quick.
And ran away.
Punches him.
He ran away quick.
Yeah, literally King hits him and run. He does a fucking hit and run.
Where Sonic ran to was his next class. It is now second period, so it was okay. And that class was history class. Sonic did not care about history class.
Hey, Amy,
Said Sonic.
check me out.
And Sonic did a dance move. Let's go.
There it is. Better cool that swag. I like it.
I got 2 words.
I have 2 words. Orange justice.
Wow, so cool. Let's kiss.
Said Amy. And Sonic and Amy kissed right there in the class. Damn it, you did the Chris Chan. It fucked up my whole brain. Right there in the class. And some of the other people in the class watched, but the teacher wasn't there yet, so they didn't get in trouble. And who is going to tell Sonic he can't kiss his girlfriend in class? Amy kissed Sonic so hard that he was thinking,
Let's have sex.
but he didn't say it because the teacher would show up by the time they started to have sex in history class. Sonic kissed back real hard, and it was sexy to everyone.
Kiss back,
exhibitionist.
goddammit.
It's very voyeuristic.
Kiss me back, Sonic.
The teacher arrived, and they did class, but Sonic just looked at Amy.
Yeah.
Something like that. The whole time who was sitting next to Rogue. Amy and Rogue talked Rouge. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay, bro.
Yeah,
It's very
He
important to
doesn't
get
know
the
the
Sonic
Sonic
lore.
Who was? Yeah, I'm not a big
in this
Sonic guy.
context.
Yeah, who was sitting next to
You're
Rouge.
dressed as the biggest Sonic guy.
That is true.
That's true.
Physically and metaphorically. Amy and Rouge talked, and they looked at Sonic sometimes and laughed, and Sonic thought Amy was telling her about how awesome Sonic kissed her, but it was not. Rouge was telling Amy about Sonic's gay balls. He didn't say they were gay. He said they were itchy.
Not
Gay
his
ball
gay
problem.
ball problems. Come on.
He
He's
said
got
nothing about the gay.
gay ball
What
problems.
the goddamn shit.
GBP. Back to GBP.
I hear the GBP's right down right now.
Sonic's gay ball problems, and Amy was Sonic's girlfriend, but she thought it was the funniest thing ever. Class ended, and Sonic went to Amy quick and did not stop on the way.
Hey, Amy, why don't you go telling Rouge about how hard we kiss, smiley face?
Said emoticoned Sonic with a smile on his face that meant that he did not care that Amy did this and really wanted her to because it made him look cooler.
Actually, Rouge was telling me about the problems with your balls and penis and butthole that everyone found out about in your
Butthole?
English class.
He's
I hit
gay
him with
now
the
and has
butthole
butthole
allegations.
issues. Yeah.
That's not canon.
Wow, was Sonic surprised. He did not know what to say.
Give us your best surprise face, Ghost.
There it is. There it is.
Use that for the thumbnail.
That is me when butthole problems.
That was me with gay ass butthole
Gay ass.
dick problems.
Some gay ass butthole.
Gay ass butthole problem.
Gay my
Penis and balls are gay
yeah, I
ass
have
balls.
gay ball problem. My gay penis problem.
Why is your dick and balls so fucking gay all the time?
Why is your dick and balls so fucking
I need cream to rub on my
Only gay
balls.
people have itchy balls. Chapter 2. The rest of the day for Sonic was awful. So bad it was that Sonic... What?
That's a crazy
So sorry. So bad it was that Sonic went home and went right to the bathroom and took a big poop. It was a mad poop because it went out fast. It shouted out of his butthole so fast that it was like a gun shooting. His poop stunk so much that even the neighbors could smell it, and they all had a meeting at night about what to do about it. And they decided that they would just put fans on outside, and if it really started to smell again, they would do something else.
It's
So
those
Sonic
is Fortnite the
pooped.
best game kids, that thumbnail, and just all around like what to do about Sonic.
That's what to do about Sonic's
What do we do
poop
about
and
Sonic's
gas
poop?
balls.
Yeah.
There's like a weirdly reasonable like solution.
We'll turn
have a
fans on
meeting.
it, you know. So Sonic pooped and went up to his room and shouted into his pillow.
Didn't wipe.
I hate everything.
Sonic shouted loud, and he heard a knock at his door.
What is wrong, Sonic?
Asked Sonic's mom.
Nothing, said Sonic.
Said Sonic. I didn't realize that until it happened.
Okay, just keep it down because I'm trying to watch the T-V.
Said Sonic's mom to Sonic, and he left without saying anything else. Sonic was in his room still, so he looked out to the window and saw, tails flying there with his flying tails.
With this flying tail.
This flying tail. I didn't even notice that.
Flying tails. Sonic, are you okay?
Asked Tails.
I was worried about you, Sonic.
Sonic was less mad because Tails was always nice and smart and didn't care that Sonic left his porns around his room so
His
he could
goon cave.
he could think about kissing and doing sex on Amy when he wasn't with Amy.
Please be happy.
Said Tails.
Are you there?
It's like gonna come. Are you there yet, Sonic? Are you
You
there?
almost there? I'm close. I'm
Just
close.
cranking it.
Clapping my butt.
Cranking his hog.
Sonic.
Ones were around.
They would not. They were capital porns to be clear. That's the big porn.
Horns with a capital P, baby.
Yeah. Sonic went to the window and opened the window. Sonic grabbed Tails and put him on the bed because Sonic is too strong.
Oh shit!
This day was the worst.
Said Sonic.
Everyone thinks I am a gay loser, all because I gave them my journal.
Sonic cried a little and Tails put his hand under his face to catch his tears. Tears can stain a carpet.
They can't.
No, they can't.
That's a lie.
Little fun
not-
fact for
that's
you
not
guys.
No, they can't. Tails hugged Sonic and said,
I am always here for you. The prom is tonight also.
Oh,
dude, that is the best
great
fucking
transition.
storytelling ever. Yeah, that is
Yeah, by the way.
The exposition 1000.
yeah, that's incredible.
Wow, I forgot.
Said Sonic. Sonic ran to his closet fast and he pulled out his prom uniform. It's a tuxedo. And put it on faster.
Is our limo here yet, Tails?
Said Sonic while looking at Tails.
Yes, let's go.
And Sonic went outside with Tails, who was also in prom clothing, and they went outside and got in the limo.
The limo is broken.
Said the limo driver, who looked like a person but darker.
Oh my god!
You can't make me say that. Like a person. Come on.
he looked
Oh my
almost
God.
human, but he was darker.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ!
You gotta read it. We'll put up context with the screenshot that this is. We are reading it as it is.
Sonic and Tails go out of the limo and ask the limo driver if they could fix it.
Nope. The limo is broken eternally.
You will never be fixed.
It will never ride again.
Eternally. For the
My
rest
entire
of
life is
time.
ruined. I don't have a job anymore. It'll never. I'll eternity.
Yeah, why is he still there?
Yeah.
How did he get there? And then
It's broken forever.
Sorry, I've cummed all over the dashboard. Don't work no more. Said the limo driver. So Sonic grabbed Tails' hand and said,
let's go.
and ran all the way to the prom, which was on an island called Ghost Island.
Yo, that's you.
yours.
That's you.
That's your island.
Oh, dude.
That's
That's
where he brings all those kids.
It's like my Epstein Island.
Yeah.
Ghost Island.
It's got a cool mausoleum on it.
Sonic and Tails, they're the FBI. They're trying to figure me out. They got a file
Trying
on
to
me.
find you. This place is a scary.
Ghost Island was really scary. It was shaped like a skull and everything looked like it was dead. Sonic looked at Tails.
Yeah, it is.
Why would the put the prom on this island?
Said Tails.
I don't see anyone else from the school here.
Tails and Sonic were both worried about it all. Sonic and Tails walked forward and there was a haunted house. Sonic and Tails went into the haunted house and it was spooky. Sonic saw a ghost and Tails saw a mummy. There was a man laughing.
Ha ha ha! Sonic and Tails, now you are both here and fallen right into my trap.
Said the man laughing. The man looked like a fat, immature gay. It was Eggman.
Eggman, why you're here?
Asked Sonic and shouted at Eggman.
Are you here for the Chaos Emeralds?
Sonic shook his fist at Eggman, and Tails ran at him, but what an idiot he was, because a cage fell down from the top of the sky and trapped Tails.
You are doomed now,
said Eggman.
Welcome to a graveyard of you.
That's kind of a hard line. I like that.
That is a hard
kind of goes
line.
hard.
Graveyard of you.
Sonic was shocked, but did not run forward because he did not want to get caught too. But what if Eggman did not have another cage? Sonic did not know, so he went to the side into a different room. This room was a smaller and had carpets and wallpaper. It was still scary though.
I need to find a way out and to save Tails.
And he walked into a door that was on the next wall.
Next thing,
said Sonic. And he came out of the room into the same room he was in.
This is a haunted house, so you always come back to the same place.
That's another kind of house. I don't think that's
a classic trope. Oh, that's a classic trope.
Yeah. Said Sonic, thinking of famous saying he saw once on the wall of a Walgreens where it was written. Okay. Sure.
What?
All right.
Okay.
That works.
Eggman laughed and pointed at Sonic.
I kissed Amy, and now you can never date her again.
Eggman's pretty old. What the fuck?
Yo.
Because I'm going to do sex to her tonight.
Isn't Amy like 15?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
No, this cannot be real.
Said Sonic. Sonic knew that he had to do something, but what?
I don't know, man.
Chapter 3.
Riveting.
Tell me.
Sonic ran the fastest right to Dr. Eggman, right through his traps, and jumped at the floating platform that Eggman was standing on.
I'm coming for you,
said Sonic, and he jumped up right to the platform and got so close but fell because it was just too... You think that's him doing like a double jump input?
I think so.
Like it's not even, it's not even a typo, it's just like, what?
He
you
jumped
press A
up.
twice one time, yeah.
I'm jumping up.
Up.
I'm going up.
Sonic, do your up jump. Sonic, hurry. I'm gonna come to your up.
But Sonic fell because it was just too high to reach, even for Sonic. Sonic said,
Oh, dumb.
and ran up the staircase that was in the middle of the big room that were under Eggman. Sonic ran to the top, and at the top he jumped again from a higher spot. That was a bar. And this time reached the platform because it was easier to get to it.
Now you are mine.
Shouted Sonic right to Eggman in his ear.
I'm not going to fall this easily,
said Eggman, who then grabbed a crystal remote control out of his pocket and pressed a button on it that made a dome of lasers around Eggman.
Get out of here!
Yelled Eggman.
I am Eggman, and I will have my way with the treasures of this island.
Eggman flew up higher on his platform and fuck, I fucked it. Sonic had already fell from the lasers that were on the floating platform, so Sonic didn't get to go too. Eggman disappeared into a purple and black portal at the top of the ceiling. That's not.
Ceiling.
Yeah.
That is not how you spell ceiling.
Ceiling.
And Sonic was left at the bottom of the room on the middle of the stairs.
Amy still has to be here somewhere, and I need to get Tails out of that locked cage.
Sonic ran up the stairs really fast and down the hallway at the top of the stairs on the second floor. Sonic picked a door and ran into the door. The room Sonic ran into had a big picture of an old man on it, and he looked just so old that it was like seeing a skeleton right there. Sonic said,
This man probably died ages ago and left all of his money from being in real estate to his sons who built this place.
Real estate.
Real estate.
Real
come
estate.
on.
Real estate.
Yeah, I'm from real estate.
Rila is like a rapper.
I'm from
like,
Real City.
Yeah.
I'm Rila.
I'm the realest real in the state.
Sonic thought this was not the right room to be in, so he left it and went into the next room. This was the right room to be in. Sonic knew immediately. There was a big red bed, and Amy was tied with the rope around her feet and hands, and there was another rope around her head with a lock in her mouth so she couldn't open it or say anything at all. Sonic
Hell yeah,
ran.
am I right?
Hell yeah. Somebody draw that and send it to me.
Yeah. Get the ages right, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James, your mic!
No!
Your mic, bro.
Sonic ran right to the bed without doing anything before doing that and untied Amy with his sonic speed.
I am so glad you are here.
Said Amy.
This prom is not turning out like I hoped it would when I bought this dress.
Amy was wearing a pretty red dress that was like what she normally wears but longer, and there were 2 flowers on the 2 shoulders. Amy's dress also made her boobs look bigger. Sonic noticed. Sonic thought that for just a moment that this was the perfect moment to get her to give sex to him, but he did not do it because Tails still needed help.
Give me sex, baby.
Get her to give sex to him.
Will you give sex to me?
Baby, please give me...
Please help me.
You're
I
so
am under the
beautiful.
sex.
Give me-
Baby girl, give me sex.
Come to Bangladesh and give me sex, beautiful.
Where is the key to open Tails' cage?
Said Sonic to Amy.
We need to open Tails' cage. He can't get out the cage.
I saw Eggman putting a key in a safe behind the picture in the room you were just in. So let's go get it.
Amy and Sonic ran to the next room, and Sonic got there first. He is the faster one in the relationship. Sonic punched his big, strong hand right through the painting like a bodybuilder and found the safe behind the painting.
This safe needs a password. What could it be?
Sonic thought long and hard about everything he knew about Eggman. Sonic knew Eggman was a gay asshole who always ruined Sonic's plans to be the hero, and now he ruined Sonic's prom. Sonic tapped on his brain and thought harder.
That is how I would describe Eggman.
I know Eggman
If I
is a
really
gay
had to break him
asshole.
down to his
If
constituent
I had to
components.
if I had to guess his password, I mean, I know he's a gay asshole. So, we can go from there.
Write that down.
Maybe the password is his name.
It was not, and Sonic knew it before Sonic put it in the safe lock.
I love her for her body.
Thanks, homie.
So out of pocket.
The fuck? That came out of nowhere. Thought Sonic. Sonic thought harder and had an idea.
What if the password is SAOHC SDLAREME?
Finally shouted Sonic at Amy next to him. Amy, who was there, said,
What does that mean?
Amy, Sonic's girlfriend was confused.
In case you
In
forgot.
case you forgot, yeah.
God.
It is Chaos Emeralds backwards. What he really wants, but messed up so we would not guess it.
Screamed Sonic, so happy. Sonic typed the password into the safe, and would you know it, it popped open, and there was this big key. So Sonic took it. Sonic ran down the stairs, and then Amy did, and Sonic opened Tails' cage, and Tails got out.
I am so glad to be safe one again. Thanks to you, Sonic, the day is saved.
Tails was smiling bigger than a crocodile having a silly dream.
That's like a cute, a cute saying.
Crocodile has a little dream. Silly dream.
Dream?
But Sonic was not.
What is wrong, Sonic? Everything is right now.
No, it isn't.
Said Sonic, so mad and sad.
Eggman got away without a real punishment for what he did.
Sonic shook his face at the sky, thinking about how Eggman slipped away like a slippery balloon that Sonic let go of. Baroon.
Like a slippery baboon.
But we are all safe. That's what really matters.
Sonic figured right then that Amy's superpower must be being nice because, like... Facts, dude, women. Because like he knew before, it wasn't being smart.
Damn.
God damn, holy shit.
Yeah, you fucking dumb bitch.
Which Tails was best, and Sonic is also good at, too.
Facts.
Sonic did not even think about how his day at school was bad anymore because his balls did not really even itch anymore. Sonic laughed, Tails laughed, Amy laughed, and they went home ready for the next day of high school. Chapter 4. Sonic did like in the first chapter and what?
Come on, it's pretty
oh.
straightforward. Sonic did like in the first chapter.
I'm sorry, I thought he was saying he liked something, but he is okay. It's a fourth wall referential break. That's my bad.
Right.
Sonic did like in the first chapter and went to school again. Now it's lunchtime and Sonic
read that
was in the
chapter
lunchroom. Courtney,
one.
copy and paste that chapter here.
Yeah.
Just to refresh everybody. Sonic was in the lunchroom. Sonic was telling all the people at his table who were Tails, Knuckles, Shadow. Who cares about SBO? SBO. And
From Assassin's Creed?
Charmy B.
SPO. That's his sturdy cousin. That's his Asperger's cousin.
SBO.
SBO and Charmy B about what did happen yesterday, but Tails already knew, so he was nodding his head like a good friend and
You
not
should have
speaking.
seen it. I was in the haunted house and I shot Eggman, but I let him get away right before I could have killed him. Jesus Christ.
Did that actually happen? Did I forget that?
No,
I don't remember Sonic ever shooting him.
he didn't shoot him ever.
Sonic
Yeah,
laughed and Tails laughed at the same time.
You should stop going on these cool adventures because high school is more important.
Said Knuckles,
like an
and
old-
Sonic knew he was right because it's called Sonic High School, and it should be more about the high school part.
Yes, yes,
So,
that's awesome. I love that.
This chapter's
called
like after
Sonic High
someone
School.
reviewed the first 3 chapters, and now he's just like revisiting everything while
Yeah.
he's typing.
This is that's like the title drop of a movie right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm Breaking
yeah.
Bad right now.
So Sonic asked them all what they're up to.
Well, I'm entering the science competition. To win the science competition, I have to come up with the best invention. And my invention is this invisibility hat. It makes you invisible, but I can't do it right now because I have to make sure it works perfect for the science competition.
It goes to a different science competition. You wouldn't get it.
Tails was so smart that Sonic knew he would win the science competition because Tails is like Einstein.
Yeah, I'm like an S-Stein.
I
I'm
did
an
not get that at
Einstein.
first.
Ernestine. It sounds like a fucking medication for your bowels. Nerd!
Shout Knuckles right into Tails' ear. What a bad guy.
Hold on, wasn't Knuckles the one telling him to stay in school?
Yeah, now he's calling him a nerd.
Yeah, he's switching up.
Yeah,
He's playing
fuck, you're
both
right.
sides.
Yeah, now he's a bad guy. Oh,
Yeah.
He's a grifter.
yeah.
I'm just
He's a
hanging out to
grifter.
not go into trouble.
He has
He's
a
a
Twitter
knuckler.
account where he switches political alignments.
Yes.
Yeah, Knuckles decides. I am just hanging out and not going to class because I want to cause trouble.
Said Knuckles. Knuckles was so bad that he would cause trouble. Sonic thought Knuckles was a fuck. Shadow was next, and he was badder than Knuckles, but in a different way.
I'm not going to be around much longer.
Said Shadow. He always did. At the end of what he was saying because it was mysterious.
Where are you going?
Said Tails. Because he was curious.
I am going to kill my parents.
That's the one.
Said Shadow.
Okay.
See, this is how Shadow is worse than Knuckles. He did serious bad things. At least at the end of the day, Knuckles could sleep. Shadow was too dark for that.
I am going to try out for the football team.
Said Espio. Espio was athletic like Sonic, but not as fast because he had a horn on his nose. And that was good for attacking. people in front of him. So Sonic thought he would be good at football.
Yeah, I'm gonna try out for the play.
Said Charmer Bay. Charmer Bay was loud and singing always.
You're an annoying friend. Do not hurt my feelings.
Charmy was used to being hectored.
Is
that a verb?
I think he mean.
Isn't Hector the crocodile?
Last chance to look at me, Charmy.
So he was able to remove himself from his potent fury.
Yeah, did you see Rouge just now?
Said Espio.
Yeah, she's looking so hot in her tiny bra.
Espio obviously wanted to kiss her deep.
You should ask her out.
Said Sonic.
Yeah, but the prom was yesterday.
Well, that is okay. You can date anytime.
Oh, well then I'm going to kiss and sex her tonight.
Espio was like a little boy looking at his mom's boob for the first time.
What?
Sonic, you don't understand.
Hold on, wait,
right?
can we just
I
dwell
resonate
on that
with
for
that.
exactly
Am I
17
right,
more
fellas?
seconds?
I resonate
Got
with
some
that.
questions for the author.
You guys wouldn't get it.
You're not cool like us.
Your mom's not stacked like mine.
Your mom's not fucking hot.
Sonic and Tails together were both looking at each other and they wanted to help Espio.
We are gonna help you get a date.
Said Sonic and Tails at the same time simultaneously.
And we are gonna do it right now.
Sonic and Tails got up and both grabbed one of Espio's arms and dragged him across the room. Sonic did most the dragging because he's stronger and put him right at Rouge.
Just throws him on the ground like fucking James White's son.
Yeah. He's in the Family Guy death pose.
What is this about?
Said Rouge
It's like a smoker.
Yeah.
with a questioning sound. She blinked her eyelids quickly like a race car. My boy right here.
Costume!
What do you want? Why are you here?
Espio looked right into her eyes with a passion like 100 barking dogs and said,
Bruce, will you go out with me?
Espio was sweating and there were drops of sweat dropping of his hands in front of her.
I don't know.
Said Rouge and looked at Espio. Rouge gave him a sexy look that made Espio feel in love.
Please do it.
Said Sonic and Tails together at the same time.
Okay, we can go on a date tonight. $19 Fortnite card.
Sonic and Tails and Espio were stoked and high-fived right there. By the time this night ended, one of them would have done their first sex.
Now here's the hard part. How do I put sex in her without getting in trouble?
Getting in trouble.
Sonic and Tails looked at each other and thought,
Oh.
You did that like fucking Banjo-Kazooie dying.
yeah. And Espio walked out while holding onto Rouge's boobies because they are now boyfriend and girlfriend, and it's allowed to do it.
Oh my
It's like your girlfriend, you're walking
Oh
out
my
just to run with
fucking
her.
tits.
Like,
That is how Sabrina and I traverse a grocery store. I just carry her tit around.
I'm just carrying her tits.
like controlling
No,
her.
single
You're, like,
tit.
moving
Yeah,
her, like,
She's walking like that Tesla robot.
She walks into an Albertsons, just starts doing this.
You just see Doplex's hands like right here going. And she's like,
I kind of do be doing that though.
chap.
Chap.
English people be like,
That was a-
Chapter 5. It was the end of the day at school, and it was time that Sonic and Tails and Knuckles got back on the bus at the bus stop to board it all the way home from school.
Yes, we are on the bus now. No more classes.
Tails was happy but sad because he is smart. Yo, that's the plight of the
Yo.
fucking
Yeah, that's
intelligent,
what,
you know?
just having
Like,
this big of an IQ. That's
I mean,
what
yeah,
it
like
does.
you're so smart, like you
dude.
realize how sad humanity is.
Yeah, dude, like, I love
Sonic
school,
and
but
Tails sat down together, and Knuckles sat right in the middle of the aisle, which he usually did, but not which he usually did not do, but sometimes did when not everyone was on the bus. Fucking Christ!
That tripped me
got
up too.
there.
I was gonna read that. I was like, what the
Yeah. That was like Through the Flames and Fire on expert, but
Yeah.
a sentence.
But no tape
Yeah.
down green button. It looked like Espio and Rouge were not on the bus because they were too busy getting ready to go sex tonight now that they are boyfriend and girlfriend. Knuckles laid across the aisle, even more stretched out than when he sat just across two seats because now the limits were the Alpha and the Omega.
What the fuck?
and the Sigma.
And the Sigma, yeah, now he's on Sigma mode.
Sigma, yeah.
And the Ligma.
That's Shadow. He's killing his parents.
Yeah.
Sigma man.
Did that happen already?
I don't know.
I think they
I
just
don't know.
kinda
I think they just
glossed
mentioned
over
it and then
Yeah.
just never.
Yeah, you figure it out. That
I don't
probably
even think it
did.
made the news, honestly.
It fucking did.
How can we help Espio?
Tails responded and thought about it on the bus. The bus drove bumpy on the bumpful roads all the way home, and then they all got out at the bus stop that they normally got in the bus at. Just like always. Sonic ran out of the bus, and then Tails, and then Knuckles, and then Tails, and then Knuckles in order.
In order. Time to go home. We are almost there.
And they walked the rest of the way to home. When they got home, it was dinner time, and Sonic was at a different home from Tails and Knuckles because they were all in different families, so they did not live together. And
Thanks for explaining.
And Sonic's mom made a dinner.
Made a dinner.
Sonic's mom made Chinese food, and Sonic ate it, and at the end there was a fortune cookie, and Sonic broke it open and ate the cookie part and kept
I'm
the
whipping up the
paper.
fortune cookies.
Yeah, I like how she made a dinner, but it's just
She
takeout.
wrote something in the paper and put it in.
Yeah.
She
Yeah,
made
it's like a
dinner.
personal one from his mom. It's just like,
Yeah.
you'll do great tomorrow, sweetie. He's like,
Kill yourself.
Yo, mom
son.
made Big Macs tonight.
Mom made
It says
Happy
kill
Meals,
yourself.
and there's even a toy in it. She made it.
Mom made this epic, cool fucking toy.
Fucking sick. Fucking badass.
This is freaking.
Cool. It's
That's where I
based
got-
off an existing franchise.
That's where I got Lightning McQueen from. I got a chicken nugget Happy Meal last night.
Yeah.
And they said,
Mom made
do
me
you,
Lightning
do you
McQueen
want
car."
toddler toy or do you want Cars 3 toy? And I was like, what do you think, bitch? I'm
What
not
do
a
you think,
toddler.
dumbass?
Idiot.
But I am
Come
a
on.
Cars
What do
3
I look
fan.
like to you?
Yeah, give me the Cars 3.
Kept the paper that was inside that held a magical fortune on it. Sonic looked at the I don't know why I said that. I'm fucking
You fucking kickflipped off the T and fortune.
Sonic looked at the
Finesse
fortune and read it to himself inside of his head.
The path to glory begins at the base of your friend's penis.
I've been saying this for years.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
exactly. We've been
Oh,
saying
my
this for
God.
so
Oh
long.
my god.
That was for some reason that's the craziest turn this has took to me. I was not expecting
His
that.
mom wrote that.
Yeah, his mom
begins at
made
the
that
base of your
fortune.
friend's penis.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's true. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, his mom was like, yo, get your boy some fucking pussy.
Suck off
It's just
your
like
friend.
it's like scribble, like it's literally in her handwriting.
Yeah.
You're like, Mom, what the fuck?
Mom?
Mom, what
What does this mean, Mom?
Mom, this is none of your business. I don't know why you're concerned about my friend's
It's for you
cock.
to interpret, dear. It's not. I didn't.
SBO is 15, Mom. What are you doing?
Fucking cancels his mum on a twit longer.
Yeah.
Mom, we're in high school.
TW, Mom pedophilia.
A thread. My mom is a predator who made Chinese food.
Said Sonic inside of his head, reading the fortune cookie paper, and he knew it was a good sign for what was about to happen tonight when Espio and Rouge want sex. Then the phone
Yes.
ringed. Sonic ran to the phone and picked it up and said,
Hello.
into it.
I love the idea of him not like saying it to the person. He like says it into it like,
Yeah,
hello.
yeah, yeah.
It's like nervous.
Hello?
Hello.
It was Tails.
I have an idea.
Said Tails on the phone to Sonic, who was listening but not speaking.
I can give Espio my invisibility hat that for the science competition, and he can use it to do sex for Rouge.
Sonic smiled so wide like the King of Fire finding out he burned down New York City with only his fire powers.
Oh, just like that. I remember that.
No, yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, I remember
9/11,
The
wasn't it?
fire of 87.
He's talking about 9/11.
Just like when Al Qaeda found out that
he
a
just
plane
means Osama bin Laden.
Bin Laden's the king of fire.
Osama bin Laden is the
Fire
king
king.
of fire.
The king of fire.
He can only cast one spell and it's airplane.
He's building his own mecha
747
with
Patronus.
the story. His childhood ends at Sonic High School.
Yeah, you remember when Dwayne The Rock Johnson leaked that America killed the King of Fire on Twitter on May 1st, 2011? That's my favorite tweet.
And he smiled so wide.
Sonic and Tails went to Espio's house later, which was not too easy to walk to normally for most people. But Sonic is super fast, so he ran there and helped Tails get there too. Seeing as Tails is not as fast as Sonic, they knocked on the house, and Espio
Knocked
came
on the
out
wall.
of the door. Yeah, just fucking, hey,
Knocked his
what is
fucking
this?
wall in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the Gmod clipping sound.
No clips. Yeah. Dude.
Here is my invisibility hat that you can use with Rouge tonight to make sex in. It makes it impossible to see and impossible to hear you when you are wearing the hat or when someone who is wearing the hat and when someone wants you to also be impossible to see and impossible to hear.
Screamed Tails, whose voice was a little hoarse from ordering food with the lunch lady whose hearing was lost in an earthquake in her childhood.
That is some mad character. That's like some
Very
Star Wars
specific,
level
yeah.
fucking side character lore.
Tolkien couldn't write characters like that. That's fucking epic. Tails had
That'll
to
be
say
important
the
later.
things he wanted so loud, and she would still say, "What?" And Tails wondered why she even had ears if she wasn't gonna use them.
Because they fell off in an earthquake, man.
Yeah, they're fucked up. You don't just
bitch.
cut them off. Espio grabbed the invisibility hat from Tails' hands and said,
Hey, cool, thanks.
and kept going. So Sonic and Tails left and wished him luck from far away at their own homes.
Good luck fucking.
That were apparently so far that Tails needed help getting there, but I'm sure Espio can still hear them. Back at home, Sonic thought that it would be good that Espio would get sex into Rouge so then he could explain it to Sonic and Sonic would know how to find Amy's sex spots even better, because otherwise he would have to read about it online because all he knew about was kissing, which wasn't really sex, but it was probably kind of the same thing, and Sonic would just read about it online before talking about it, and anyway, he would know the right words for the things then.
He just Google sex.
Let's go.
Garugamesh.
Garuga sex.
Sonic sat on his chair that was in front of his Sonic computer and opened up Sonic Instant Messenger. And
Don't use, whatever you do, don't use Sonic Instant Messenger, man. It's a crypto miner.
it's like iCarly
malware.
rebranding, except they're aware of it, and it's named Carly Computer and Carly Tube.
They all know who he is.
Sonic Instant Messenger and messaged Amy, who was doing the same thing but at her home, and said,
Hey Amy, want to finally become true boyfriend and girlfriend by reaching sex this weekend?
Sonic waited for a long time at his computer, and it seemed like Amy was not there because she did not respond to anything. Sonic played games online and beat all the final bosses because he was like an alien sent to Earth to destroy records set by others. Then, finally, Amy responded.
No way.
Sonic was so shocked. His brain must have felt like a total idiot.
So that was part one. We're gonna do part two next week, so on and so forth. We probably won't be able to finish it during Beeftober, but we will finish this. I know we left Garfield in space high end dry.
Fuck Garfield. This one's funnier. Garfield
This one's
sucks.
funnier.
Yeah, this one's way
so-
funnier.
We should probably explain that we were going to do more Garfield, but it kind of just got really boring. like the first chapter was really funny, but it's just it's just that over and over and over again with like
This
no
develops
changes.
Like we're finding out that the lunch lady had an earthquake on her ears or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Garfield was
I
just
think I
like a
only read
10-year-old
yeah.
kid that was just like every single woman he encountered he fucked, and every single enemy he encountered he killed in one hit, and it just sucked
he
after
just
like
punched
10
them
minutes.
into space.
Yeah, so Ghost, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get like guests on every week for the rest of the month. They're all gonna do Sonic. So you are the bar of Sonic.
kicking off Sonic.
You
I set
kicked
that
Sonic
real low.
off.
Yeah,
Everyone else is gonna look real
No,
good.
that was fucking epic,
I'm
bro.
doing him a favor.
That was great.
How can they keep up with
deserve an
Eggman?
Emmy. Yeah.
Eggman, you can't outdo Eggman.
You can't do out.
What a fucking banging first episode
that was
for
great.
Beeftober.
Hell
it's
yeah.
so
We
good
did
to
it,
be
boys.
back.
We did it.
We
Thank you for
fucking
coming on,
did it.
Joe Scum.
I can
you.
take
Thanks,
off
man. I'm
my
gonna stop
big
the recording. Is
hands.
that good?
Can take off.
Fine.
I don't know
That
why
really
that
scared me.
Yo, you shaved your head?
Yeah, you shaved your head. What the fuck?